and make the most of this, because this is probably going to be the final time I review a car in this way. It's another review of the Bugatti Chiron 300 Plus. It's in the style that you're probably used to. But basically, I put up a poll saying, would you like me to do it in the style of a video I made a couple of days ago, which is also a review of this Bugatti Chiron, or do you want me to do it in my normal style? And currently, the poll has got a few votes on it, all of which point towards the other day's review. In the interest of fairness, I will obviously make this review, which is what I'm doing right now. And remember to vote on the poll. So, without further ado, for one of the final times, let's go to the city race. So yeah, we're just about to head into the city race. This car's going to be quite interesting in the city race because I have flipped it on the curbs a couple of times. Although that may be because of the suspension. I usually tend to have it on extra low. So just having it on the standard suspension could make a difference. Whether that be for better or worse, however, we don't know. The sensation of power will never get old in this thing. You just know that behind you, you can feel that 1,678 horsepower engine ready to just all be unleashed and send you shooting up the straight. It is a wonderful, brilliant sensation. And that's why I like this car so much. And power isn't the only good thing. I just realised I went the wrong route through there, but alright. The cornering is sublime. You turn in, maybe have to brake a little, and it just goes. This is a very easy car to drive. You do have to brake, obviously. Braking is actually fun in this. I don't know why it's fun, but it is, and I want it to stay that way. Which has led to a 35.6. That's a very impressive lap time. That's one of the best I've seen. And City Race is one of my weak points. Very good show from the Bugatti. Now let's move on to the highway race. And on the highway for, well, probably one of the last times you'll see me on the highway. Oh well. The Chiron should play well here. 300 plus, 300 miles an hour, well, 301 in this case. It's 304 in real life. But, you know, oh well. And that's on fire. And as you can see, high speeds, great handling, it's a good mix. This car has quite a lot of character. You just get the sort of sense of, what's the term? Unfaltering power? I can't remember the phrase, it's a really nice phrase. Oh, absolute power. See, I'll get there in the end. And it's just... Should I really use the term absolute power when it's slower than I just go absolute? Or absolute? I don't know. I don't care either. So why does that have collision? Really wish there was a way to turn off the fire emergency. Anyway, the Chiron feels absolutely great. And I just understeered. So much power. One of the best handling cars in the game. Feels great. What a great sensation. Driving one of these cars is one of the top things to do in CDT. Right up there with being in a dragster and doing toge races in the mountains. 51.7 in a standard car. Wow. You could probably get sub 50 with this tune. I don't know. I haven't managed to do it yet because I usually tend to crash. And that's what we call a skill issue. Mountain roads. Hopefully the Chiron should play well here. I don't know. I haven't managed to test it in too many tight corners yet. Although it does seem to be playing well here. Feels very nice. Not too big, which is something that the Veyron doesn't manage to do. The Veyron always feels too clumsy on these roads. The Chiron 300, perfect. Oh, did I just pop a wheelie? Coming down that hill? Or that ledge? Then when we get to one of the cruising sections... Look how much air I got off the bridge. This thing's got so much power you do literal jumps off of a bridge. And then let's just see how it is over the curbs. Oh, that was not good. Don't take it over the curbs at too much of a high speed, okay? Pretty unwise. Let's move on. The 300 plus should play well in the mountains. They've got a good variety of long straights and tight hairpins. And I definitely haven't had to have multiple attempts at this because I keep crashing. You saw nothing. The Chiron as an all-rounder, the standard Chiron is already a great all-rounder. The 300 plus just adds more power and makes it handle better. Which is never exactly a bad thing, is it? Oh god, this is terrifying. I really wish I had slick tyres right now. There's so much power on these roads that you just want every single handling improvement there is. Over the jump. Oh, I've kept the grip. Oh, finally. It hasn't spun off there for once. Oh, I hit a wall instead. More power. Look at the speed. And brake. Brake, 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 brake. Gotta remember not to brake and steer down there because you will because you bounce at high speeds. You literally get airborne. Which does tend to make your car sort of spin out. Oh my god. Whoa, that's quick. That's one of the best laps I've put in there. 116 in a standard car. That's beyond beggar's belief. Holy. I don't think there's many cars that could beat that. I can think of maybe one. And that's the Porsche 919 Evo. But other than that, I think this is pretty much unstoppable. Let's move on. Wouldn't be one of my videos if we weren't drifting on the circuit. Yeah, we've got to try out drifting, so yeah, as I recall, it's still quite heavy to drift. You can get it sideways quite well. It's just pretty difficult. Missed the handbrake button there. It's just pretty difficult. I'm not the best at drifting. By any stretch of the imagination, I can just get it sideways sometimes. And that sometimes is not right now. Who'd have thought it? Come on. A little bit more. There we go. Turn in, handbrake. Finally! In my cinematic video, you know those cool shots of me drifting, but it shows a bacon because that's me on my alt? Those took so many attempts, it's not even funny. Well, damn. So yeah, you can drift it. It's not the easiest, although that's probably down to my own skill issues. And now, a rare appearance of the oval race. Rare occasion to see the oval race. Although I feel like you'll probably be seeing me on the oval quite a bit more, now that I'm probably going to switch to the new video style. But you know what? We only take the fastest cars on the oval now, and I would say this is up there. 301 miles an hour does tend to do that, especially if it's standard. Right, up the straight. I got this shot in the cinematic one. Oh, I hit a wall. Damn. Getting up the straight, come on. You always want to carry the speed through the corner, and that's why this is actually really fun. It's even more fun on the tuned version, because you can get up to 300 miles an hour sometimes. Remember, this course is like 2 miles long. Each straight is probably about 3/4 of a mile. And you go up, trying to get as much speed as possible, and then coming back down. And then you're also trying to get as much speed as possible. It's very fun. This tends to be the car I use whenever I do the oval race. And the highway race. And the city race. In fact, this is probably the car I use when I'm sweating the races. If I want to have fun, I'll use something like a Vulcan or a GT3 RS. Up the straight again, for the final time. And then along the home straight, across the line at 262 miles an hour, 15.9 seconds. I can get a 15.3 when it's tuned, so, you know, you pay about 6 million and you get a 0.6 difference. Is that worth it? No. Do I care? Also no. Let's do the race circuit. I have done the circuit race in this, in the cinematic review. It did a 36.5. But that was when we were doing it from a standing start. And as you know, in this type of review, we do multiple laps. So, let's see how it does. Just like how I remember. So good. Brake, turn in. Nice. I'm not going to make 36.5 again. That was 38.5 probably. Right, come on. Right through here. Come on. This is a really... Oh, damn it. And that's why we use multiple laps. In case I make a mistake on one. Although that tended to be used more when I do rolling shot. Alright. More power. Cross the line at nearly 210 miles an hour. Oh, damn. That was quite a bit of understeer. Four-wheel drive does tend to do that, though. more power. And we get it, 35.3. That's still astounding in a standard car. I still reckon I could get it further. I want to get sub 35, but a 35.3 is still impressive. What a great car. Race. The drag race. Chiron should play well here. I've also done this before in the other review. Looking backwards. Oh look, the scenery's going very far away. $11.432. Well, that's interesting. Did it much faster in the other review, but oh well. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Now we're going to test it tuned before we get to the end of the review. It is a lot of power. My frame rate has completely gone. Hold on. Please go back to a normal FPS. But yeah, that is a serious amount of power. Let's just watch what happens when I come out of this straight. Ready? Nearly 300 miles an hour. Bonkers. This is possibly the best car in the game. Well, track-wise anyway. What a great car. And one thing, it's also cheaper than a bolide. So, those of you wanting a bolide because they're like, oh, it's the best car in the game, I have one word for you. No. Thank you for watching. What a great car.